Earth, the only planet that is only known to sustain life, a product of scientific phenomena and shared chance, where different species existed and evolved through time, including humans. Earth is our physical home, where we gather our resources for us to live and survive. And through time, humans evolve with their intellect resulting to a product of science and technology, which are the inventions, for them to make their lives easier. These inventions belong to different civilizations that made Earth of what it is today, modern and can support human needs. And tracing back history, humans made good use of the resources around to produce these remarkable inventions. If you're as curious as me, then just watch this video because you'll be amazed. There are different civilizations that were recorded existed over 2,000 years ago. Every civilization has their own contributions that I'm sure that all of us aren't aware that we still use them in today's time. Today, I'll be talking about it, specifically the six civilizations, namely the Sumerian, Babylonian, Roman, Indian, Egyptian, and Chinese. These civilizations has their great contributions to what the world is today. And let's find out. Sumerian was an ancient civilization founded in the Mesopotamia region of the Fertile Crescent, situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Known for their innovations in language, governance, architecture, and more. Sumerians are considered the creators of civilizations as modern humans understand it. They were known to use mathematical concepts in exploring the stars and skies, which greatly contributed to astronomy. They divided a year in 12 different periods, which are known to be the constellations. Cuneiform is one of the oldest forms of writing known. It means wedge-shaped because people wrote it using a reed stylus cut to make a wedge-shaped mark on a clay tablet. Letters enclosed in clay envelopes as well as works of literature such as the Epic of Gilgamesh have been found. They have also contributions in architectures because they've built palaces and temples which were the place for them to show praises to their god. Babylonia was a state in ancient Mesopotamia. The city of Babylon, whose ruins are located in present-day Iraq, was founded more than 4,000 years ago as a small port town on the Euphrates River. This civilization was included in ancient Mesopotamia together with Sumerian civilization. This was known for their different contributions. First is the Code of Hammurabi. Hammurabi's code is one of the most famous examples of the ancient precept of law of retribution, a form of justice commonly associated with the saying an eye for an eye. Under this system, if a man broke the bone of one of his equals, his own bone would be broken in return. Second, they have also contributed a lot in architecture from their famous palaces and other structures. And third, the Babylonians divided the day into 24 hours, each hour into 60 minutes, each minute into 60 seconds. This form of counting has survived for 4,000 years, also known as the base 60. Roman Empire. The ancient empire centered on the city of Rome that was established in 27 BCE following the demise of the Roman Republic and continuing to the final eclipse of the Empire of the West in the 5th century. They were known for their military, political, and social institutions. The ancient Romans conquered vast amounts of land in Europe and northern Africa, built roads and aqueducts, and spread Latin, their language, far and wide. They also have a lot of contributions that we still use in today's time. First, they were known to make aqueducts. Roman aqueduct systems were built over a period of about 500 years from 312 BCE to CE 226. Both public and private funds paid for construction. High-ranking rulers often had built them. The Roman emperors Augustus, Caligula, and Trajan all ordered aqueducts built. Second, they also have influenced the world of their Roman baths, also a contribution and innovation to architecture. Third, the ancient Romans built more than 250,000 miles of roads throughout Europe and the Mediterranean region, including more than 50,000 miles that were paved with stones. The primary purpose of such roads was to facilitate the quick and reliable movement of public couriers and military forces. These roads were still used in today's time. Now, we're off to Egyptian civilization. Ancient Egypt was one of the greatest and most powerful civilizations in the history of the world. It lasted for over 3,000 years, from 3150 BC to 30 BC. The civilization of ancient Egypt was located along the Nile River in Northeast Africa. The Nile was the source of much of ancient Egypt's wealth. They have contributed a lot in various aspects, such as architecture, mathematics, fashion, and other things. First, the pyramids. These are the famous contribution of the Egyptian civilization. We know how much the existence of these pyramids contributed to everyone's knowledge regarding history and architecture. Second, the mummies. Most of our history is hidden. These mummies served as an artifact in determining great happenings in history. That was why these mummies contributed a lot to historians in determining the untold history and reveal it to the world. Third, they also measured time by combining mathematics with astronomy, creating a 24-hour day, and they created a solar calendar which has 365 days in total. Now, we're off to the Indian civilization. The Indus civilization was the earliest known urban culture of the Indian subcontinent, one of the world's three earliest civilizations along with Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. The Indus civilization began in the Indus River Valley, evolving from villages that used the Mesopotamian model of irrigated agriculture. They also have their own contributions to the development of the world. First, they have contributed to architecture. An example of this is the Mohenjo-daro, which is reputed to signify the Mound of the Dead. The archaeological importance of the site was first recognized in 1922, 1 year after the discovery of Harappa. Subsequent excavations revealed that the mounds contained the remains of what was once the largest city of the Indus civilization. Second, important innovations of these civilizations include standardized weights and measures, seal carving, and metallurgy with copper, bronze, lead, and tin. They contributed a lot in the development of mathematics, such as the start of pi and other mathematical formulas. Third, they were also known of their dams and irrigations, which helped them to maximize their crops during the time that helped them to survive. The Chinese civilization is one of the world's ancient calcination, aged almost 5,000 years. Its first written records date back to 4th millennia BC. The Chinese civilization originated in Huanghu and Yangtze River basins. The Huanghu or Yellow River Valley is the birthplace of Chinese civilization. The Yellow River is the second largest river in China and one of the longest river systems in the world. In art and philosophy, many people think no culture has ever surpassed that of China in its great creative periods. In material culture, though we think of the roots of our own civilization as being almost entirely European, we also have received much from Asia, such as paper, which are very useful in today's time, gunpowder, which is used in military, the compass, in direction, silk, tea, and porcelain. These inventions are greatly used today in helping us to go through our daily life. Civilizations are part of our history. It helps us in who we are as a person and how we understand our roots together with the things that we have today. These contributions from the ancient help us with making our lives easier, also in understanding the rich history that we have. And as time passed by, we now have the responsibility to make it richer because the development of the world is in our hands. What a wonderful history we have! I guess, just see you in the next video. Bye!